Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, our main focus is on inverse trigonometric functions, okay? So to enhance our understanding on these inverse trigonometric functions, I'll give you some questions in this video so that you will grasp the concepts. For now, let's start with this table here with the two columns. On your left, the column heading is trig functions, and on your right, the column heading is inverse trig functions. Okay, the trig functions here on your left side, they are used to find the unknown side length. Okay, whereas the inverse trig functions here on the right, they are used to find the size of the acute angle in a right-angled triangle. Okay, so for you to use these trig functions, for you to use, for example, the sine ratio or the cosine ratio or the tangent ratio to find the unknown side length, you must be given the size of the acute angle and any one side length. Okay, so for you to use these trig functions on the left side to find the size of the unknown side length, you must be given either the size of the acute angle, in this case represented by theta, and any one side length, either you must be given the adjacent side length or opposite side length or the hypotenuse. Okay, for you to find the size of the acute angle here represented by theta here using inverse trig functions, you must be given the side lengths of any two sides in a right-angle triangle. Okay, for example, must be given either the opposite and the hypotenuse, or the adjacent and the hypotenuse, or the opposite and the adjacent. So basically, the inverse trig functions undo what the trig functions would have done. Okay, these inverse trig functions will undo what the trig functions would have done. Okay, so let me give you some questions so that I can enhance your understanding on how to use inverse trig functions to find the length, not the length, rather, to find the unknown acute angle. Okay, so there's a question here. So we want to find the unknown angle. So the question says here, if PQ, side length PQ equals 13 centimeters and side length QR equals 26 centimeters, find the angle R here, which is the acute angle. So we use this triangle here, PQR. Okay, as you can see, PQ is 30 centimeters, QR is 26 centimeters. This PQ is the opposite side. Why? Because it is opposite this given acute angle which you want to find. So PQ is opposite the angle R which you want to find. So PQ is the opposite side, and QR is my longest side, so it is the hypotenuse. It is opposite this right angle. So I'm given the side length of opposite and hypotenuse. So from SOHCAHTOA, I must pick the appropriate ratio to use. Okay, from SOHCAHTOA, remember, is an acronym which enables us to remember the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so since I am given the opposite and the hypotenuse, for me to find the unknown angle R, I will pick this sine ratio here. S stands for the sine of the acute angle, which I want to find being equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So I'll pick the SO. Okay, so my acute angle, in this case, I've used R to represent it. So sine R equals to opposite side of hypotenuse side okay, which is equal to my opposite side in this case is PQ. PQ over my hypotenuse is QR, which is 13 over 26. So final, and then we move on. Sin R, 13 over 26 is 0.5, okay, or half. Okay, so for you to find the acute angle R here, you'll go on your calculator, the scientific calculator, okay, and then press the second function button or the inverse button, okay. After pressing the second function button or the inverse button, depending on the type of calculator, you will then press the sine button on your calculator. After pressing the sine button, you will then put enter 0.5, okay, on your calculator, and then press the equal sign. You'll get angle R as 30 degrees. Okay, so our acute angle R will be 30 degrees. Okay, let's proceed. Yes, there's another question also meant to enhance your understanding on using inverse trig functions to find the size of the acute angle in a right-angled triangle. Okay, here we are given side length AB equals 4 centimeters and side length BC 7 centimeters. Find the angle B, the acute angle B. So we're going to use this triangle here, right angle triangle here. AB equals 4 centimeters, BC 7 centimeters. So I want to find this acute angle B here. So according to the side length which I'm given here, my AB is the adjacent side because it's next to this given, this acute angle which I want to find. And BC is the hypotenuse. So from SOHCAHTOA, I want to pick the appropriate ratio to use. Okay, I want to pick the appropriate ratio to use. So since I'm given the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, so I'll pick the cosine ratio. So my acute angle here is represented by B. So cos B equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and my adjacent is AB. My hypotenuse is BC, which is equal to 4 over 7. So cos B as a decimal equals 0.57142, etc. Continuous, okay? So for you to find the size of this angle B here, the acute angle B, you go on your scientific calculator and press the inverse button or the second function button, depending on the calculator, and then press cos on the calculator, and then put this decimal 0.57142, and then press the equal sign. You get your angle as 55 degrees to 2 significant figures. Okay. Last but not least, there's another question. Here we want to use the tangent ratio to find the unknown acute angle. So the question says, if MN, side MN is 9 centimeters and MP 12 centimeters, find the angle P. So we are going to use this triangle MNP, okay? MN is the opposite side because it is opposite this acute angle which we want to find P, and the MP is the adjacent side. Okay, so from SOHCAHTOA, the appropriate trig ratio to use is the tangent ratio. Okay, based on the side lengths which I'm given in the question, I'm given the opposite and the adjacent. So I'll pick the tangent ratio. So my acute angle in this case is P. So tan P equals to opposite of adjacent. My opposite is MN and my adjacent is MP, which is 9 divided by 12, which is tan P equals 0.75. Okay. So on your calculator, press the second function or the inverse button, and then press tan and put 0.75, and then press the equal sign. You'll get your angle P as 37 degrees to 2 significant figures. Okay, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next videos.